What's up? So, okay. We're trying a bunch of Flower Beauty products today. A lot of these are like newer launches. And I have to say, I've discovered some freaking new favorites that I'm like, oh my gosh, why is no one talking about these? But I also tried some that I'm like, oh, I really don't like them. Just saying. So strap in because it's going to be a ride. But we have nearly a full face of products. There are a couple things I pulled in, and anything I do use off camera, I will have linked below if you're just curious, like, okay, what liner was that or what mascara, whatever. If you've been watching me for a while, you probably know exactly what liner and mascara I end up using. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to shut up. Let's put some makeup on. And by shut up, I mean I'm going to talk some more, but okay. Alrighty, we've got some fresh coffee. I hope you do too. I'm always curious, when you're watching this, are you getting ready yourself? Are you like relaxing, unwinding in the evening? Is it like the middle of the day and you're like doing a chore while you're watching? I'm always so curious, like, when do y'all watch YouTube videos? Because it's pretty rare that I like sit down and watch a YouTube video, but like typically I'm doing something else. So these products were sent to me from Flower Beauty. I don't get PR from a lot of companies. I've ended most of it, but Flower Beauty is a makeup brand I actually personally like. Like I like a lot of their products. So I was excited to try a lot of these new launches. And another thing I did want to point out is I don't know that they're still sold at Walmart, but they are sold on Ulta Online and a few other stores. I'll put on the screen right there where they're sold in the world, because it did say like international. So anyway, so the first thing I was so intrigued to try, and I cannot remember the YouTuber I just saw using this, but it's from Flower Beauty, duh. And it's their Supernova Celestial Priming Whip. So I really enjoyed their Supernova Celestial Elixir. It's kind of a shimmery serum-like primer sort of product you can use. Mine, I think, finally went bad and I got rid of it, but it added this nice glow to your skin. So this is the same line, but it's like a whip, like a mousse that you put on your skin, and it's supposed to be hydrating. I have it pulled up here. It says it's supposed to give a soft focus brightening effect. There's some antioxidants in here and some other skincare. It's 15 bucks. Some of their products are pushing it to the higher end of the like drugstore price range, I'd definitely say. But like I said, a lot of the products I've tried from the brand I have enjoyed. So I'm curious. So you're supposed to shake it. It says to only get a dime-sized amount, which I was messing with this earlier, and it's kind of hard to get that amount. So I don't really know. It feels so funny. It kind of feels, see, I feel like I need more now. It feels hydrating. It gives that like, not tacky, maybe slightly tacky right off the bat, but I'm gonna get just a little bit more. And if you rub it between your fingers, it seems to be a little easier to kind of apply and spread out before you put it on your skin like I did the first time. That was a little hard to spread out. It just feels nice. Yeah, there's no detectable shimmer, but it definitely adds a moisturizing, hydrating element to your skin. And I like that there's some good skincare in this. So I'll be curious. I'm also kind of curious, how long will this last? It says it's nearly 2 ounces. You know, with mousses, it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm very curious about that too. But this is the kind of feeling I like on my skin. The tackiness has already gone away and I just feel hydrated. The other question I get a lot is, how do you pair a primer with an SPF? Like, you should be wearing sunscreen every day, and I really do wear sunscreen every day. I didn't used to. The way I've been doing it is, if I am wanting to wear a primer that day, I put the primer on top of the SPF. That's honestly why I don't wear primer all the time, because it's such a tricky thing to try to use them in conjunction with each other. It's one of those things that I'm never fully sure about, so that's just how I use it. But if you're gonna do that, I would definitely say put on your SPF earlier in the day so it has, you know, 15, 30 minutes to sink into your skin before you start putting other things on top of it, so that way it hopefully doesn't get like moved around. This next one is also $15. It is the Get Real Serum Foundation. They sent me 2 shades. I kind of swatched them. I think I'm going to go with the Porcelain L1. The other one they sent was 1 shade lighter. It says to shake it really well, and it's supposed to be light to medium coverage, which I typically prefer, and that you can apply it with a sponge or a brush. I definitely prefer sponges. My only fear is I'm using a brand new sponge. It's my favorite sponge, the $1.51 from Shop Miss A. I can link below. But sometimes the first few times you use it, it doesn't work as well as it normally does. However, the other one I have is like ripped and like it's not, I cannot use it today. So this is just what we're gonna have to do. And I really don't like applying foundations with brushes. So it also specifically said to put it on your face first, then blend it with your brush or sponge, which again is also the way I do it. So it's a really pretty pump. The thing, I'm talking so fast. The thing Flower Beauty does well, I think, is their packaging. It's always so pretty. So I'm just getting a little bit, this might still be a little too light. I might need to get the next shade up. Definitely lighter coverage. I can see right off the bat, this is not gonna be something that if you have a lot to cover or you prefer high coverage, I don't think this is gonna be the one for you. But it covered a little, so it's not, you know, I don't think it looks as though I didn't put anything on. It's definitely a little more coverage than like the classic Glossier skin tint that has zero coverage, but it is low. Like it's lower than I would typically go for. So I'm getting a couple more pumps and I'm gonna just literally apply a little bit more and see if we can kind of build it up. I think it said it was supposed to be buildable. Obviously, if you apply this with a brush, it's gonna have a little bit higher coverage because sponges, no matter what, are gonna shear things out just a little bit. I just feel like every time I apply foundation with the brush, no matter what kind of foundation it is, it looks streaky. It always does. Like, I have tried expensive brushes, cheap brushes, just no matter what, I never like the way it looks. It just looks like a mask on my skin. It definitely covered a little bit more that second round. I'll try a brush. I'll take one for the team, hold on. So out of the foundation brushes I've tried, one of the better ones I've used is the e.l.f. buffing foundation. So we're gonna try that. This time I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. Let's just try it on my cheek. Yeah, definitely had a little bit more coverage. I take back everything I just said. See, even still, I feel like it looks a little weird with the brush in my, like on my forehead. That's always my like trouble zone. Like it just always catches my brow area weird. I do think the brush, especially that e.l.f. one, really did apply it better on my cheeks, but on my forehead and stuff, I still feel like you need a sponge on hand to kind of tap out the weirdness. I really think this is only gonna be for you if you are into serum foundations where it's that lighter amount of coverage, you know? It's fine. The thing is, if I'm going for a lighter amount of coverage, I want something that's easier to apply. I just want a BB cream that I can just slather on with my fingers and move on. So one of the products that, I feel like I've been using this mug in every video. I can't stop using it, you guys. Another product, when I was kind of clicking around on their like new section of the Flower Beauty site, was this Corrector. First of all, again, the packaging is so pretty. I also think it's interesting that instead of saying flower on the top, it just says by Drew, like as in Drew Barrymore. And that was an interesting choice. I'd be curious to sit in on the board meeting deciding that these would say by Drew instead of flower, you know? I personally love salmon-y correctors. I love taking a little bit on my finger, we'll see how this works, and all that blueness I always have there, this is my favorite way to get rid of it. I just literally will tap it on, and then you can kind of just blend it with your finger. I tend to use more bougie versions, not intentionally, but like the Bobbi Brown corrector is my favorite for this. I've repurchased that a few times. It's just, it's so good and it covers so well. It's the bomb. So if you're really needing a corrector, that's the one I'd recommend. The Charlotte Tilbury one's really good too, but they don't have nearly as many shades either. So looking at without and with, it's definitely maybe a little dark for me. Salmon correctors, you can kind of give a little bit of leeway to because they're meant to offset that blue. So they're meant to be a little more salmon-y, right? This is a little bit thinner. So if you felt like the other ones were too thick for you, you might actually like this. And it definitely made a difference in how those blue circles look. Blue circles? Yeah. They're like half circles. Like a crescent moon of blue. Blue crescent moon. So one of my favorite products from Flower Beauty, and I've loved it for years, is their Light Illusion Concealer. That's interesting. I didn't know they called it their full coverage concealer. This is more hydrating to me, and so I never think about it like how high of coverage it is. So I'm curious to use it again. It's been a while because my last one, I think it was the second one I'd had just definitely gone bad. But this is a different shade. This is L 2.5 Vanilla, which I think is gonna be, is that too light? I really like the doe foot. They might have changed it though. Maybe this is how it was. I like that it's kind of bent back and it's like super flat so you can get a nice wah of concealer there. All right, let's just try this with a brush first. I loved how like this would stay in place really well. It was like hydrating, but it did still cover a decent amount. I don't think this is playing nicely with that foundation. Let me try a sponge. Yeah, it's just not. It's sitting really weird on there, and I know I like this concealer. If you look, you can see, do you see how it's just kind of sitting weird? So I don't think it's playing nicely with that corrector and the foundation because it's hitting really weird here too. So unless they've changed the formula of this concealer, which I really hope they didn't, I just remember it being a little bit more emollient and hydrating. So I'm kind of curious. The nerd in me hates these videos. I enjoy doing them and I totally watch them myself, like full face, like first impression style. But the thing that drives me nuts is it's so hard to kind of do this scientific experiment of knowing, you know, how things work when you're using a new primer and a new foundation, a new concealer. So just bear with me. I always do my speed reviews a month or two after trying new products like this because that by then I really know how I feel. I've tried them with other products, whether it's primers, foundations, concealers, whatever. So just stay tuned, subscribe. I will update you on all of these because I need to use them more, and I'm definitely curious to see, the more I try this, do I feel like they've changed the formula or not? All right, I need you guys to see what I'm seeing. I'm trying a different camera. It's just like the finish of the foundation is nice, but I just feel like up close, first of all, I just had a whole lot of, do you see that like pilling and like it's not even in those areas? I'm just not liking this foundation and primer together. I have a feeling it's the foundation. I don't know. It could be the primer because a lot of times if the primer's not playing nicely, I see it in those areas. So y'all are really going to have to stay tuned because I'm not loving it. That concealer is not looking good at all with that. And the concealer usually looks really nice. So they do have this lip scrub. It is their Petal Pout lip scrub that I just love a good lip scrub. Oh, it's more balmy than I would have guessed. It smells amazing. It's like very kind of fruity. It makes me think of Bonnabelle in the best way. Bonnie Belle. I'm digging this. I like that it's a little more balmy than a lot of the other ones. But I mean, like it's softer. Maybe I should say that. That feels nice though. I can see myself actually using this. And again, the packaging is so pretty and it smells so good. It reminds me of my childhood, man. So one of the things I'm maybe the most excited about trying is this quad from Flower Beauty. It's their Petal Play Shadow Quad in Gilded Lily. And I just love these kind of neutrals, very reminiscent of like Charlotte Tilbury quads that I like. Not exactly if you're wondering if it's like just like the Pillow Talk quad. The Pillow Talk quad is just slightly different, but very similar vibe and really pretty colors. It looks like we've got kind of a matte. This looks like a satiny matte, little bit of a shimmer, and then this is like a glittery shimmer shade. I figure I'll tap on top. So what I want to try, this is just so pretty. Okay, so they swatch really well. Again, we'll see how they blend and everything, but these are totally up my alley when it comes to those kinds of shadows. So I'm first going to take this kind of shimmery shade here and just put it everywhere. I like a good shimmer all over. It's a little bit deeper than my skin tone, but I like that. I feel like it kind of makes the look all blend together when I've got a base that kind of all goes together, you know? Okay, and again, that's not super shimmery. Like it kind of catches the light, not like a shimmer would. So now I'm gonna grab this kind of a little bit more matte shade. I don't know, it might be just as satin as the other, and put it in my crease. I think it looks slightly peachier. These are really close in tone, these two shades. But again, if you're like me and you like to just slop it on and you're near my skin tone, these are nice shades to be able to quickly blend on and not really worry about going outside the lines because it's not super obvious. You know what I mean? They just blend really well. Oh, that's like my perfect crease shade. Obviously, they have other color quads, so you can definitely find one that would lend itself well to what like you like. I'm gonna try this brown and really lightly put it in the outer crease. My favorite like outer crease brush is this Sigma E25 blending brush. I don't have like a Sigma coat or anything to give you, but I just really like the shape of this brush. It's so perfect for that. I'm gonna really lightly. Yeah, you could definitely have like a full-on brown look with this if you want to. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? And the best part is if it's not blended perfectly, you can always go back in with your kind of blending crease shade. Oh, clothes in the dryer are done. Anyone else like not iron clothes? I've talked about this before, but like I don't iron my clothes. Like if it needs to be ironed, I will probably just wash it again to try to get the wrinkles out. I'm so lazy. Okay, so I want to use this shimmer shade and just tap it on top. Oh yeah, this is like totally an everyday Jessie look. Definitely some glitter to it. You might get a little fallout, although I'm really not seeing much fallout at all. Yeah, I'm really not seeing much fallout at all from any of the shades. I thought for sure that darker brown might, but I'm gonna throw on some liner and mascara. I'll be right back. I can't explain to you just how much I'm hating the way my skin looks. I can't even look at it. My skin hasn't looked this bad in so long. But the eyeshadow, man, I'm really loving that. I know that is gonna be a quad I reach for all the time. So far out of everything I've tried, the eyeshadow palette is winning. We have a couple more things I wanted to try. So first of all, I wanted to try their Gel Crush Lip and Cheek little stick. This is in Raspberry Crush. So it says it's multitasking, lip and cheek, like I said. I just want to tap some onto my cheek. I threw some bronzer on. Anything I used off camera, I will have linked below if you're just curious of what I used. But I was kind of messing with this earlier and tapping it onto my hand to see like, okay, how does it blend? I think I'll be able to blend it with my finger. We're going to find out. But this has a really nice, again, kind of Bonneville smell. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But, oops. Just see how this looks. I feel like this would be really, really pretty any time of year, but especially like in the spring and summer. It looks kind of intimidating color-wise if you're a little fair like me, but once you get it on, it definitely sheers out and it's blending really, really easily. Just feel like it gives a really youthful look and it's just got a little twist up thing. So I enjoyed it. If you're in need of a new one, I feel like now there are so many amazing drugstore cream blushes and this can just be added to the roster. I like that this makes your skin look dewy. Like where you place it, it looks really, really healthy and like a youthful glow. And man, that smells amazing. All right, we're mostly done. I have some lip products that I don't know that I've tried a Flower Beauty lip product that I like really, really fell in love with. I did like some of their lipsticks long ago, but it was kind of just a lipstick is a lipstick is a lipstick to a certain extent. These I'm really excited about. So the first thing I wanted to throw on is this Scribble stick. So it says, stay with me here, it says you could use it for your eyes and lips. I don't know why, but I've always been weirded out when things say they can be used on like your eyes and your lips. I really have no reason to be, but anyway, this color is so pretty. I'm gonna use it as a lip liner because the lip color I'm gonna use, I'm really excited about too. So this, I really like the shade. I guess I should tell you what it's called. It's number 10 Bittersweet. I don't know that I have any lip liner quite like this. Oh, and it's applying so easily. The next thing I want to use is their Bitten Lip Stain. This is in the shade Play, and I want to show you a swatch. This is like the prettiest. It looks like it's going to be super berry-y, doesn't it? But then when you put it on here, it's berry, but it's a stain, so it kind of sheers out. But is that not the prettiest pinky berry color? Oh my gosh. So, I feel like paired with that lip liner, it's giving my lips so much dimension. It's a super thin formula. It feels like it's kind of drying right now in the best way and it's gonna stain my lips. And y'all, I am into this lip combo. Like this, if you're gonna be placing an order for some products, these colors together are so pretty. And I really don't know that I have anything this color in my collection. It's so unique and I feel like very becoming. It's still deeper, but it's not so deep that it's like, I don't know, like, whoa. It's actually still comfortable. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. Now I do want to put something on top of this. I don't really want to because I'm really digging the way this looks, but I have to show you these at least. So this is the Flower Chill Out Lip Glaze. I really, really like the way these look. They're a gloss that's pretty much sheer, but they have this like little twist to them that's kind of really fun and pretty and kind of metallic. So this one was in the shade Dazed. And then this other one is more peachy and it's in the shade Peace Out. And it is so, they're just so pretty. And I feel like these would be the prettiest like lip toppers. If you just want to toss it on, they'd also be really pretty on their own on your lips. So I think I will throw on the one in Days that's kind of a little more pinky tone just to see. I'm just kind of focusing in on the center. It definitely added even more dimension. This is such a pretty combo, but I definitely stand by these two together. The Scribble stick in Bittersweet and then the Bitten Lip Stain in Play. Quickly, just now, became a new favorite. So that's everything. I think all in all, actually, I want to throw on a little bit of powder foundation because I just need a little more coverage in my T-zone. This is the IT Cosmetics powder foundation I love. Anyway, I think all in all, I just need to get back to you guys on all of those face products, as I've already said too many times, so I won't talk about it again. But the Gel Crush blush, I really enjoyed. If you're in need of a new one, if you like the stick format, there you go. But my absolute favorites are definitely this eyeshadow quad. You are gonna be seeing this so much in the next month or two because this is just totally what I like for my eyes, and it was really easy to work with, really pretty colors. And then as I mentioned, this lip combo I'm totally into. I hope that this video was enjoyable for you. I hope it was helpful. I like doing these kinds, like I said, with the caveat that I always have to have that follow through, that follow up, because I don't like just leaving y'all hanging, not knowing more about how I feel about some of these, you know. But thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe, stay tuned. I upload 3 videos a week. I do beauty stuff, but I also do lifestyles and vlogging and all kinds of other things here on my channel. I'd also love to say hey to you over on my Instagram. It is at It's Jessica Braun. Go say hey to me over there. I'm usually sharing bits about my day on my Instagram stories more than anything. I'm always on there. So other than that, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.